Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Scales of the Soul. If you are new here, welcome. And for all of my beautiful return creators, welcome back. This will be a timeless reading, so whenever it does cross your path, it is when it is meant to find you, as with any reading. Take what resonates and leave behind what does not. So for this one, we are going to get some messages from the Divine Masculine. Let's see what the Divine Masculine has to say to the viewer. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day or evening whenever this does find you. And let's get into it. If you want to book a personal reading, the link to my website is down below in the description box, scalesofthesoul.com. Feel free to look around. I do offer some other healing modalities on there. Ooh. So feel free to look around. What did we get? What's out? Ooh, unworthy. You're a better person than I am. Oof, interesting. Huh. Okay. So there's a bit of a lack of self-confidence right now coming from that Divine Masculine energy. You know, in the reading that I did, it was either in the live earlier or yesterday, there was a lot of self-sabotaging energy that came forward in a partnership from whoever it was. So there may be a dabble of some of that self-sabotaging energy, not feeling worthy enough, not feeling like they can meet you at your same level. What do we got? Oh, that was way too many. Let's see. I just want to take a moment and say thank you all so much for all the subscriptions that are coming in. I started this channel less than a month ago, and we're close to 700 people, which is fantastic. So thank you guys. Keep supporting. You know, share this video or my channel if you feel called to it. I really appreciate it. It just keeps helping me grow and building this community. Habits. I don't know if we will ever change. Interesting. So for some of you, there could be some habitual action. Perhaps you keep finding yourselves in the same cycles. Perhaps this masculine keeps repeating the same cycles. And you're kind of just sitting here like, what the fuck, man? You know, like, let's move forward. Let's break this chain. Let's evolve. Let's be better for one another. But in the same vein, it's, you know, it's not your responsibility to break that habit for them. Like, they have to want to be able to move on and to recognize the worthiness within themselves. Chemistry. I have never felt a passion this intense. Yeah. So for a lot of you, this probably is one of those high level connections, one of those very, very strong soul ties. You know, I don't like using the word twin flame too much. I don't like labeling things too much, but when it is that degree of a soul contract, soul connection, you know, it's hard to not feel the chemistry on, you know, in a fifth dimensional plane telepathically. Like, it's hard to just ignore that and pretend that it doesn't exist. There is such a deep passion that you guys have for one another. Also, these cards are all very dark. Like, there's very little light happening in them. So there's a lot of that shadow work going on, a lot of introspection, a lot of doing the hard work, I feel like, for this Divine Masculine, facing themselves, recognizing these patterns and these habitual actions that they keep taking. Like I showed you earlier, we do have the soul contract and conversation in the middle. This is, I feel like, what's in their heart space. They do feel this pull to you. They are aware of your connection, this passion, this soul contract that you've signed, and they want to come forward and talk to you and be honest with you and tell you how they're feeling. But they just keep holding themselves back. You know, I'm going to take, which one's flipped up right? The conversation. We're going to take that one. What's on the back? Reminiscing. I miss their inside jokes. Yeah, for a lot of you, like, they saw themselves, or they do even see themselves growing old with you. There's a lot of like best friend energy here. But again, it goes back to that unworthiness that they feel. And a lot of this separation, if you are in that, or this non-communication or this pause moment within your connection, it had to happen. Like, this person is realizing how much you truly do mean to them. They miss hearing your voice. They miss having that connection. They miss that light that you would bring about, that beautiful, peaceful ease. But it's almost like they, again, like self-sabotage, like they corrupted it, I'm hearing, because they didn't feel worthy of them, like their own self-love. Hmm. What else, Spirit? Give me some clarity on this unworthy. What is this about for the Divine Masculine? Escape. I left when things got hard. Yeah, that goes back to defaulting to these habits. I mean, for some of you, you could be dealing with an avoidant, and I'm not here to, again, like, not label people, but that type of energy where instead of having a constructive conversation and having the ability to hear you through the challenges, it was easier for them to just run, to escape, to not face it head on. And for some of you, I feel like that is the habit that you have been dealing with. That is this pattern that you have been dealing with. But they know it. They know that they do this. It's a protection. Again, this came up in yesterday's reading. It is a full-on protection mechanism where they didn't get the type of emotional stability development maybe that they needed in a younger age from the people that they should have been able to be vulnerable with or be heard from. And so instead of being able to express that when they feel these types of emotional chemistry, connections, passion, it's almost too intense for them. So they default back to this feeling of unworthiness because they can't express themselves in the way that they want to. And so instead, they just run, they escape. That's what they know. That's what feels safe to them. Reunion. We will always come back to each other. Yeah. So, and reveal on the bottom of the deck. Hold on, that was upside down. I want to tell you the truth. Yeah. This is a church. Some of them need to confess. They still feel this strong tie. If you guys are in separation, they know that you're ultimately bound to be together to some degree, or you're a bounded soul contract. But again, nobody is stuck in anything. You have free will. Everybody has free will. I want to tell you the truth. They want to turn this light on. They want to expose the reality, the stained glass. They want to expose to you the beauty of the stains that they have within their soul. That's a very specific message. Thanks, Spirit. I mean, this is the church. This is a sacred space within their heart, and they want to be able to reveal that to you. But they have to find this light. I don't know. I'm hearing church bells right now, like wedding bells. So for some of you, when you do return to union, there could be potential of serious commitment. All right. What about this chemistry card? Show me, Spirit. What about this chemistry card? What else is with this? Unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. Yeah, they know. They know that if you are in separation, or even if you are in union and things have been choppy, they know that like a resolution has to come. Like the business is not done. The conversation has not been resolved. Like there has been an energy left in limbo, I'm hearing. And neither of you feel like you have been received, I'm hearing. We have two ears and one mouth for a reason. Sometimes we just have to listen to the other person instead of just speaking and reacting. So sometimes it's just about holding space for their truth to be able to come forward. All right. Well, wait, we have one flipped up. What is this? Chaser. I don't want to chase anymore. Yeah, for those of you that are in separation right now, I feel like this is your energy. Like you just want clarity. You don't want to feel like you're having to constantly try to open this person up. You're tired of chasing. You're tired of this running energy. Like, bro, can we just chill and be honest with each other? Like, it doesn't have to be that hard. Once this conversation comes in, though, there is going to be a beautiful transformation. This dragonfly. I'm hearing the colorful wings. They're almost like that stained glass painting, or window, rather, in the church. Coloring the shadows. It's almost like you brought so much color to this person's life, and maybe interesting. Okay, so I'm literally being shown like a coloring book, right? And you have just like the outline at first, right? And I feel like that's what your person is. Like your person is the outline on a blank page, and there is structure to their being, right? But it's just more or less the outline, and you came in and brought the colored pencils, the markers, the pens, and you kind of have like started to fill in the picture to create the whole, to create the final product for them. And I'm feeling like that is like their soul makeup that needed that coloration in order to move on this cycle. Wow, that was interesting. Okay. And I'm getting real itchy. So the angels are letting me know right now that you are very protected and that you are being guided. Both of you. You're both being guided and protected right now to the higher evolution of this connection. Again, though, everyone has free will. So whether or not this person, this runner, escape energy is willing to have that ability to surrender is up to them. And don't wait around. Don't wait around. If this person is meant for you, they will return. If it is that type of high level connection, you literally, you can't fuck it up. You can't fuck it up. So they will return if they are meant to be in your life. All right, let's get some tarot on this. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Hush Tarot because I feel like some of y'all are in that hush space. If you guys haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and like this video if you feel called to it. I'd really greatly appreciate it. Just helps keeping this channel grow, and I just want to keep building this community with like-minded souls, creators, people that are going through the same experiences, giving this platform a space to speak and connect with like-minded people. All right, Spirit, let me get a card for this unworthy energy. What is this about? What is this unworthy energy about, Spirit? Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's a very like juvenile style of communication when it comes to emotion, when it comes to actually exposing themselves and being vulnerable and being like speaking from the heart. I think is very foreign for your person. It's very unsettling. So they default to like this teenage type of quote unquote love, or like when you were a little kid, if you like somebody, like you were mean to them. And that's kind of like how your person acted in your connection. Interesting. Like, come on, grow up. I'm here to help you heal. But again, like, you got to do the work, homie. You got to do the work. Whoa. All right. What do we got here? 7 of Cups. Habits and reunion. Yeah, they want this harmony. Like, they want to be able to be vulnerable and be supported emotionally. You want that. I'm hearing this is a rocking horse. Like, they want to be soothed. Both of you emotionally want to be soothed, but there's so many defense mechanisms that keep coming out. But I don't know. This is some childhood wounding. Like, you see the horse is like decaying, and she's just here like, I'm gonna support you and find this space of peace. But like, you gotta stop resisting. Like, there internally there's like this decay, this chaos. But that needs to kind of happen. There's also a snake down through here to transform, to transmute this energy. Oh, that just made my heart real sad. It's like, stop fighting against beautiful love. Maybe your person just never really felt like they were supported, like they were rocked to sleep, like they were nurtured. 4 of Cups. We have chemistry and unfinished business. Yeah, like they know foundationally that you bring this balance. You bring sort of that childlike innocence, but I don't know. I'm hearing demonized. Interesting. It's like, I think your person sees a lot of themselves in you, and you've done maybe a lot more work than they have. Um, you might be a lot more connected to your intuition and your higher self than this person. And it's almost like this person, this divine masculine, like almost demonized you, or that divine masculine aspect of this person demonized you because, again, it was a defense mechanism. And your divine feminine was to be this nurturer, was to be this safe space for them. And it almost triggered them because it's not like something that they felt before. This connection is really strong, and it again like freaks them out because they haven't felt that before. What do we have on the back? 5 of Wands, or Swords. It's a conflict of their communication, their intellect, their mind. But he's cutting through the weeds. I'll tell you what. He's cutting through these weeds. I don't know. I'm hearing past lives together. You know, he looks like he's got like a soldier sort of coat on. Maybe even some of you, like your person is of service, is in, the army or the military or anything of that nature. That's their kind of default, is to be that strong protector and not feel like vulnerability is weakness when really it's empowerment. And I think you know that as an empowered soul. All right. What about this conversation? This chaser card here, Spirit. I'm hearing the name Maggie. I don't know if Maggie is something that is resonant. And Johnson. I don't know. Those just came through very loudly. Whoa, whoa. Hold on. Dropping cards, guys. What do we got? We got the Page of Pentacles and Strength. It's this one. Yeah, she's a naked girl. Page of Pentacles and Strength. Interesting, because this one she's got, see this mask right here sitting on her head, but there's multiple faces on the mask. There's multiple versions of themselves in this mask. But they're slowly, your person's slowly taking this mask off. It's interesting because I feel like your person may present many different versions of themselves to the outside world, but you as a seer see beyond that, straight into their soul. You see beyond their mask. And maybe this is what your last conversation was with them, was like, you kind of were like, I see through this. I see the real you, the authentic you. And again, though, like that type of exposure scared them. And then we have the strength card. Cover her up with them. We got the strength card. Here. Yeah, these types of connections take a certain level of strength, certain level of surrender, patience. Patience is a virtue, I'm hearing. Really calling on the support, knowing that you're not bound. Like she's got a lot of ropes around her. So does this page. Like there's a lot of these binding type energies, which you do have that soul tie, that soul connection. However, you're not bound or stuck. Like you can cut those cords off if you want. But this certain level of strength and patience is forcing you to grow and forcing you to be a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. And in turn, reflecting that onto this divine masculine. Also, the strength card in the shadows, like these guys, they're a reflection. Like this person is really having to dive deep with this connection, dig into their shadows, dig into their scars, their pain, and recognize and take responsibility for their own patterns and why they keep repeating them. All right, let's get into, what do we want to hear? What's the vibe here? I'm going to see, let's look into what's the vibe on this shadow work. Where are they at in their shadow work with this energy, with the collective, with their connection? What is their current status in this shadow work they're doing here? 22:22 on the clock. Like that. Look up the angel number, but usually twos are a partnership. All right, what's the vibe here? Okay. Cutting ties. Here we go again with these ties. Possibilities. Follow your dreams. Okay. Standing up, awakening. Like, again, they're like in this surrender space, but look, they're cloaked. They're in this darkness, but they're also like in this space of surrender. Like they're beginning to awaken. They're beginning to understand these cords, the red thread of fate I talk about all the time. They're understanding why this connection has been placed in their life and why they keep choosing to be in this mask, choosing to live behind a cloak. Possibilities. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself. Again, though, like this is a divine feminine leading the masculine. Look at that illumination and their connection, pulling them out of the shadows into the heavenly clouds. Let it go, dude. You got to release the old shit. All right. What else? There's a lot of focus on hands too, I'm seeing. Maybe this person really likes your hands. Maybe you are a creator, an artist, or a builder of some sort. Perhaps your person even is. Antisocial. In your feelings, silent treatment left out. I'm going to say this. I feel like your person might be putting on a highlight reel. If you are in separation, they may be acting like they're fine, having a great time, but like in reality, the vast majority of the time, 24:42 on the clock. Cool. It's finding balance, finding foundation in the partnership, but they may be putting on a highlight reel for everyone else and hoping you'll see it. But in reality, they're in this like very hermit energy, this very like recluse energy of being forced to have this dark night of a soul. Perhaps some of you blocked them, you know, and they're like, oh man, now I'm getting the silent treatment. But it's for your highest good to take this space, to allow this silence, you know? Absence makes the heart grow fonder, as they say, right? What else we got here? Give me one more, Spirit. I'm just really focused on this cutting ties card here because we did talk about that. It's like they're surrendering. They don't want to cut ties. They know that you guys are connected. You do have the free will, of course, absolutely, but they know. And we got envy and wishful thinking over the conversation in the chaser card. Yes, envy in the darkness, the shadows. For some of you, maybe your person, like maybe you really have your life together and you have a lot more, I don't know, maybe you've like accomplished more than your person. And I cannot stand this word, but I also like have learned to love it, but intimidating. I have been told that my whole life. And for me, like it's a protection of my energy. I feel like people just misunderstand me. But then I started to realize that the intimidation is quite literally like an envy of your power, an envy of what you've accomplished, an envy of the force that you bring about. And force, I mean like as empowerment. So perhaps your person felt a little like threatened by all of your achievements. But then we have wishful thinking. Wish granted. It's dandelion here. Dandelions may be important. Your person is probably going to come forward in this next conversation and ask for a second chance. They're going back to all the memories of you, to hearing your voice, to, you know, they can't just release this chemistry. They're seeing the sunrise or the sunset, like, and it reminds them of you. At night, even, I'm hearing, you know, your person's probably thinking about you a lot at night as the sun's setting, realizing that they're by themselves again. Okay. All right, let's get a couple of conversation cards from the Divine Masculine, the unspoken truth. And then we're going to close this one out. Let me know down below, guys, how this resonates for you. Are you guys going through these similar types of energies? Let's see. All right, if the Divine Masculine could say something from the higher self of the Divine Masculine, what would he say to the collective, to the viewer? Ooh, consequences. I'm receiving karma for the pain I caused. Yeah, for some of you, this person really hurt you. And now they're paying for it. I hate to say it that way, but they are. Because in those types of connections, like there are consequences when you aren't answering the highest calling and the highest frequency of a connection from divine source. The divine is always watching. All right, what else, Spirit? Ooh, mistake. The grass was not greener on the other side. For some of you, there may have been a third party, or they thought that they could find better. And they can't. They can't. They're feeling very regretful of these old habits, or trying to convince themselves that there's something more, there's something greater than your connection. Because you're a badass and they know it. You're one of a kind. You're unique. They're never going to meet somebody like you. no matter how hard they try or look. They're probably even seeing you and everybody, not everybody, but they're probably seeing you in a lot of interactions. Like you keep coming up into their world. Awakening, I'm understanding my role in life and becoming my true authentic self. Beautiful. I love this. Yes. Keep doing that shadow work, divine masculine. Keep doing that shadow work. Get closer to yourself, closer to your authenticity. Because listen, if you can't be authentic to yourself, you can't be authentic to anybody else. Drop the damn mask. Shatter it. Interesting. I'm seeing like spirit just showed me like literally like a pottery pot shattering, but then there's an art form called, I believe it's called kintsugi. Kintsugi? I believe that's what it's called, right? Where I believe it's in Japanese culture where they put the pieces back together with gold and recreate a new piece with this golden, um, basically like a golden glue, essentially representing like the beauty and the breaks. You know, sometimes beautiful things have to break so better things can come together. Renewed, different, glistening, glittering, golden. I'm hearing I'm holding on to what's golden. Okay, what else, Spirit? What else does masculine got to say if they could? Nourish. I'm a mess and it's time I take care of myself. That is this antisocial energy that they're in right now. They're messy in their feels, their emotions. But again, this eruption had to happen in order to break new ground. All right, what else, Spirit? I might hop on a live after this. I don't know. Like the love readings are just screaming to come out right now. Must be all this Leo season. Leo season energy, passion, fire. All right, what else, Spirit? Detachment. Ooh, I feel numb and I don't know how to bring back those feelings. That's not uncommon. You know, when you go through emotional hardship, sometimes you really have to detach. I'm feeling like this is maybe a little bit more of your energy right now. But sometimes you have to really detach. Maybe even for some of you, person is numbing themselves out because they don't want to feel this pain. They don't want to feel this absence. So they could be just numbing out and pretending that it doesn't exist, detaching from it, from the real feelings. What else? Transformation. A lot of changes are happening in my life. Good. We love transformation around here. Good. Evolve. Or stay stuck in the same habits. What else, Spirit? Give me 2 more on this. You are beautiful inside and out. No one can compare to you. What did I say? The grass wasn't greener. You're one of a kind. This person can't forget you. Definitely not. Nope. Your beauty is like no other. And it's your soul beauty, not just your physical. It's your soul beauty that they see. They know how beautiful you are and what you share with the world. All right. This one really wants to hide. Growth. I'm changing. How do I make things? I'm changing how I do things for the better. Well, that's over that communication card. So hopefully this person comes in and comes correct. You know? And only you can decide whether or not you are willing to take back that energy if they're really being genuine and authentic and truthful. All right, guys, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that like button. Really appreciate it. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.